How do credit card companies make so much money when they offer credit card bonus points, reward points, flight points, free travel, all these fancy things? So how do they make so much money? Well, the average credit card makes around $213 from each customer. So if this video literally got 1,000 views, that's around $213,000 if each of you guys have a credit card. But there are over 540 million credit cards in the market in the US alone. So just consider that number for a few minutes and you'll see that, hey, these people must make a ton of money. And that's why in this video, I'm going to show you guys exactly how they make the bulk of their money. But more importantly, how can you avoid having the credit cards make money from you every single year? An average of around $213, which is a lot of money if you ask me. Now, if you guys don't know me, my name is Tiny Bryson. I'm an accountant and I upload videos on YouTube every single day. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified. On top of that, do me a favor, smash the like button. And here's a question for you guys, okay? I want you to take your wallet out. Okay, take your wallet out and take your credit card out, and I want you to look at two things. You know, the issuer, which is basically the bank you actually got it from, and also the network, which is basically Visa, MasterCard, or Amex, or whatever, which one you have, okay? Now, here's why this is so important, okay? Because the issuer, which in my case is Chase, these people are responsible for the credit line behind the entire credit card. So when I spend money, I'm spending Chase's money, okay? When I'm paying money, I'm paying Chase back. Now, the network, which is Visa, is responsible for making sure the transactions actually go through and making sure they're processed properly and making sure I get charged for what I actually paid for and not from some other guy's entire charge or whatever they bought. So that's how that works. Comment down below and let me know who's your issuer and also who's your Visa. Who's your network, okay? Comment down below, let me know, guys. And now that we understand exactly who the credit card companies are and who the network is, I want to get into exactly how the credit cards out there make so much money. Now, the first way that credit card companies actually make a ton of money is to charge you interest. So for example, if you walked in the Apple store and you bought this Apple Watch for like 500 bucks and you took around 12 months to pay it off, well, because you took longer than 1 month to pay it off in full, well, they will be charging you interest every single month for taking this Apple Watch and paying it off over time. So just to put this into perspective, guys, if you ask me, tell me, how much is the average person out there paying interest? Well, it's around 19.24%. On top of that, the average person pays around $213 every single year on interest, which means that the average person that has a balance of around $1,107 is paying $213 every single year just in interest alone. Now you might tell me, you know, I don't even pay that much interest, but in reality, you might want to check your statements and actually see how much money you've actually been paying in interest for the past year, because sometimes it is a lot higher than you actually think. Now, just to put this into big picture perspective, credit card companies made an average of around $108 billion last year. And the year before that, they made less. The year before that, they made less. Meaning that every single year, they're making a lot more money. So every single year, and this year especially, they're going to make a ton of money just by charging you interest because you're buying things and then paying it off over time. And interest is not the only way that credit cards actually make $108 billion. No, they actually also make money through fees. And I know, for example, out there, guys, everyone has been charged a fee. Comment down below and let me know, what's the highest fee you've been charged in a late fee, okay? The highest I've been charged around like $35 because I forgot that I didn't set auto pay, but I called in, they removed it. But comment down below and let me know, what's the highest late fee you've been charged, okay? Everyone gets it every now and then. It's by mistake, not always on purpose. On top of that, guys, I want to put this entire thing into perspective here because not just late fees, they have a whole bunch of other fees. So for example, just in late fees alone, credit cards made around $3 billion. And guess what? The average late fee is around $35. I want to ask you guys to know exactly how much you get in charge versus how much I would get charged if I had a late fee, okay? I just want to know. On top of that, in annual fees, guys, whenever you have a credit card and they charge you an annual fee, they made around $12.5 billion by charging people an annual fee. Now you may tell me, Tommy, you know, I have perks with my annual fee card. Well, in reality, they have a whole bunch of partnerships, so it doesn't really cost money. So you might think you're making all the money here, but they're making the bulk of the money because they have partnerships in line, so it doesn't really cost them a lot of money. And here's another fee that most people don't know about, and it's actually called enhanced income. Now, enhanced income is when you get a credit card and it comes with cool perks, like for example, you get insurance, you get this, you get that, and guess what happens? Well, credit cards actually make money from that, and they made around, in 2016, around $6.3 billion, meaning that last year they probably made a lot more money. That's why whenever you get a credit card these days, you see like, hey, we give you insurance. If your car breaks down, we'll be there to cover it. If something happens, just call us, and all this fancy stuff. Well, they make a ton of money by offering all that stuff. Again, none of this stuff is free. They make money from partnerships and all these little fees here and there that they squeeze into you. So there you go. Fees and interest, those are big ways to actually make money. But that's not all. We have more. They also make money from merchant fees, also known as interchange fees. So for example, whenever you go into a store and you buy something, that merchant has to pay the credit card company a piece of the pie, usually around 1 to 3%. That's why whenever you go into a store, they say like, hey, we have a minimum, it's $10, so you have to use your card, but only if you pay at least $10. That way they avoid most of the costs and make sure it's actually worth their time. For example, guys, if you guys don't think they make a lot of money from interchange fees and merchant fees, well, take a look at this picture right here. And guys, literally last year, American Express made around $3.7 billion from merchant fees. On top of that, Chase made around $1.7 billion, and Capital One made around $2.1 billion from charging people merchant fees, okay? So that's what happens, okay? Credit card company make a lot of money from interest, fees, and also merchant fees. But now I want to talk about, well, Tommy, they charge all these fees, but how can I avoid it as a consumer or as a business? So let's get into that right now. Oh, and before I forget, guys, don't forget that credit card companies also make money when they sell your data to advertisers. So every time you buy something, they have a history of that. They sell to advertisers who can advertise to you and hopefully make money off of you. So they make a lot of money in a lot of different ways. Now, I know I'm talking about trillions of dollars, billions of dollars, but I want to put it into perspective, guys, here, because again, these numbers might seem like, hey, $1 billion here, $1 billion there, no big deal. But in reality, I want to tell you guys this, okay? The average person in America, well, they make around $1.4 million in a lifetime. So $1 billion is literally around 1,000 lifetimes. So again, $1 billion is a lot of money. So don't think about it, oh, $1 billion is nothing, okay? $1 billion is nothing. No, it's a ton of money, okay? It's a ton of money. So now that you guys know how much money $1 billion is, I want to show you guys exactly how to avoid all these fees, okay? Now, the first thing is this, interest. How do you avoid it? Whenever you carry a balance, you get charged a fee. So basically, if you buy an Apple Watch, pay it off that same month, and that way you avoid the fee and still get the points if that's what you're after. On top of that, if you have credit card debt and you don't know how to get out of it, well, I have a video down below, link to the description down below. You can actually check it out and it'll teach you exactly how to get out of the debts very easily. Now, just so you guys understand the severity of this entire situation, guys, in 2016, Americans owed in total around $953 billion. And today, 2019, we owe around $1.07 trillion. There's a pattern. It keeps going up and up and up and up, okay? So make sure you pay your balance off in full every single month. That way, you avoid the fee of interest. And when it comes to late fee, guys, how do I avoid late fees? Well, what I do is this, I have everything, all my credit cards, set an auto pay. Okay, so every single month that auto pay goes through, that way I don't have to remember, oh wow, I forgot to pay that one credit card from this one place that I forgot all about. No, everything is set on auto pay. That way they charge me and I don't get hit with any late fees. Now on top of that, if you ever get a late fee, just call in and ask them to waive it and just make up an excuse. Usually it works for me. I say like, hey, the late fee went through, but it's because I wanted to set up auto pay, but auto pay wasn't working. So how do I set it up? Can I set it up now? Can you waive that fee? Usually they'll say yes, because they say, hey, it's not gonna happen again because you're setting up auto pay, so they'll be more likely that you waive that fee for you. So that's a little trick that I do. Try it out and comment down below if you do and if it works for you. On top of that, we also have annual fees. So for example, everyone out there always talks about, hey Tommy, I have an annual fee, I don't like it. Well, in reality, if your credit card offers you a lot of perks, for example, if your annual fee is like $90, but you get like $500 in perks, well, you're good to go because you're making a lot more money from the credit card than you are paying them. So there's no problem there. But what happens if you're not getting all the money worth and all that value worth for that entire annual fee, okay? Well, there's 3 things you can actually do. And the first thing is this: if you have a credit card and it's charging you an annual fee and it's not actually worth anything, well, you might want to ask them to downgrade the card to a non-annual fee card. So for example, if you have like a Chase Sapphire Preferred that charges you like an annual fee or whatever, you might want to downgrade to another Chase card without having to cancel the card, and that way you protect your credit score and you still get to like lower it down to another card, and you get to avoid and waive the entire annual fee. On top of that, you can also swindle them. Yes, I said swindle. You can also swindle them or coerce them or convince them that, hey, you know what? There's another card just like this one that doesn't have an annual fee, so can you waive it for that year? You can call them in and ask them, hey, can you please waive this entire annual fee? There's another card out here that has the same perks but with no annual fee. Can you waive it, or I'll have to switch? And they usually say like, hey, yes, we want to keep your business, because they also make money from other ways from you, not just from the annual fee, so they'll be more likely to say like, hey, okay, no problem. On top of that, if you're just not happy overall, you might just want to cancel it, but before you do, pay it off in full. Or if you can't pay it off in full, you might want to get a balance transfer. Transfer that balance to another card. I have a video down below, links, so you can actually know how to do it. And once you do that, you actually get a lot of time to pay off the balance in full with no interest whatsoever. Usually around 21 months if you watch that video and you transfer it over to the correct card. And that's how you do it, guys. That's how you avoid the annual fee. Now, if you are a business and you're trying to avoid merchant fees, well, it's kind of impossible, and you just can't take cash because, you know, everyone uses like a credit card these days, so you have to do it. But I recommend you call them in and try to, you know, negotiate the percentage, or just try to get a different company to process everything. That way you get charged less money. And guys, as always, comment down below and let me know, did you learn anything new? Did you know that they make so much money every single year? Because honestly, it's a lot of money. $1 billion, trillion every single year from credit cards. It's insane. By the way, there are around 540 million credit cards in the market today. And on top of that, guys, don't forget, I have links down below for how to pay your credit card debt off faster, and also how to get a balance transfer and get 21 months to pay off your credit card without any interest whatsoever. So it's another way to actually avoid those fees. On top of that, guys, as always, thank you guys for watching so much. Smash the like button if you like the video. Thank you so much. On top of that, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified. And if you want to talk to me one-on-one, uno, just DM me on Instagram at Tommy Bryson. And if you want to watch more videos, for example, how to make your own credit card, check this video out right here. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. But before I go, click this right here to subscribe to the channel right now. See you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and